Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for July 4th to the 18th. For July 4th to the 8th, this is what we're expecting here. We generally have the westerlies remain across to the north here. We have a trough here, broad ridge here across the southern states. This has been the same since yesterday, approaching 600 DMs across the Great Lakes in the northeast. Now, we'll have an amplified trough in the east that will lift out over the weekend as multiple Pacific energies dig into the west, mean trough there. In between, we will have a building ridge that will spread threat of hazardous heat from the west to east across the northern tier this weekend and into early next week. We'll take a look at those temperatures that I'm talking about. All right. Did I close the wrong map? I think I did. All right. Hold on a second. So we're going to take a look at the temperatures now. For the 3rd, you can see the heat here, upper 80s, low 90s. We go to 2 p.m. We see we have, like I said, the upper 80s, low 90s. Then we'll go to, we'll go to 2 a.m. on Thursday. Upper 90s near 100 here across this region. Then we'll go to Saturday, 2 p.m. And you can see this is where the extreme heat is all across this area, down into the valleys of California, the southwest. Now, frontal boundaries were right over the top of the ridge and caused strong to severe storms across the north and central states, the Midwest to the northeast. We'll take a look at the at the surface. See, here's one band going by. Then we have another one moving across the northern states. All right, and then big concern is down here across Florida. Stall front is forecast here across Florida that interact with deep moisture and could be possible development there. We're looking at the different models here. It'll be over the weekend. Here's the GFS, more to the east over the northeast Gulf, bringing heavy rain here. Then we look at the European, nothing yet as this time on Saturday, 8 a.m. Saturday. And the European ensembles has a low here west of Florida. Then we'll go into Sunday. Here's the European. Looks like something trying to develop here, the circulation here. We'll look at its ensembles. Nothing. GFS has it to the west of Florida. And then we'll go to Monday. See what the systems have. Now it doesn't really pick it up that much. But there is still a possibility of a system developed down here. Now this will also bring heavy rainfall. So we'll take a look at the rainfall forecast for this region. And we see with the low there nearby, looks like most of the heaviest rain remains offshore. So this is the core of the heaviest rain, so that's good news here. But there's not much with the models because it hasn't even developed yet, but this is what they're showing. Here's the frontal boundary stalled across the region. Okay, we'll take a look at the pattern now for July 9th to the 13th. And what we have here is a strong ridge, covers the west, trough here in the east. Heights remain above normal here in the west. Some tendency here for below normal heights with the European. And now the GFS has a trough more across the northern states, where the other models have it more into the Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley region. So there's going to be a trough somewhere between the Mississippi Valley and the east. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures for much of the country. Expect the heights to be at least 6 degrees above normal, mainly in the orange areas. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. And for this region, probability of occurrence 35%. Below normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to look ahead for July 14th to the 18th. Now we see we generally have a trough. Here's our ridge, trough configuration, and the main flow will remain across southern Canada, the northern states. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures for much of this region here, and expecting anomalies to be 10 degrees or more above normal, mainly across the northern Rockies. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. That is the long range weather forecast discussion for July 4th to the 18th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.